This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Michigan State Spartans offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now improvising. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The toss to the right. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Hatchett. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that call a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Michigan! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll go to the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed, running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
Man, you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The Spartans headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
Going up top. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's looking for a man on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds the tight end down the gut. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. wants to pass it. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense was onto something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throwing right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the offensive coordinators out there going, thank goodness we don't play them every day. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue.
Running toward the tape. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Marches ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying play action. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Michigan State. One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Unleashes it. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
And that pass picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. They'll run the screen. Running with power. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. On the run, it's Hatchett. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Keeps it going. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. You're going to be a great player. Got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some...
Can anyone catch it? Finally dragged down at the 32.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And the Wolverines are on the move.
Here we go.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete out of the backfield. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock, and we got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day.
Flying out to the left. The 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want...
Ball in the air, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to